Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys today. Going to be talking to you about Canton and Canton Coin with the Canton Network. So things are looking pretty well. But remember, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, we're just going to ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We're growing and we ask that you grow with us. Currently, Canton is down just a little bit, maybe like 1% over the last 24 hours. Let's take a look over the past week. Canton is down about 6%, not bad compared to many coins. Over the month, though, Canton is up 3%. So give you a little bit of a heads up on that. Now, right about here is when the ETF for Canton was approved. I believe that was on May the 7th. And right here from May the 8th on, you see a certain range of green. So the good news has brought Canton up to a certain level of, how can I say, positive momentum. But at the same time, we want to be aware that currently the market things are a little bit down from where it was. But let's just go ahead and start looking a little bit at the crypto markets themselves. Market cap. Let me refresh my screen for a moment. Yeah, we're at 2.43 trillion, not the greatest. We're still in a lot of fear at 32. One thing I will say, Bitcoin at 70,000 is not bad. And Ethereum at a little bit over, under 2,000 is not bad either. See if I find anything else. Looking at some of these prices, and it's pretty interesting. Avalanche under $9 is pretty interesting as well. And Sui, gotta say, under 90 cents, not bad. Guys, might be a good time to look into some of these prices that we're dealing with. But at the same time, like I said, we just want to make sure that we're wise about it. And the main thing is we are looking pretty good right now as far as the ability to dollar cost average. Things look like they're going way down, which is really good for us because of the fact that we believe in buying low and selling high. Things are a little bit worse for wear in the market because Bitcoin is going down. Bitcoin dominance is going down a little bit. We see Ethereum at 9.9% and the others at 31.6%. Which means that certain altcoins are pumping while Bitcoin is dropping. Just saying. Now, not financial advice. Now, let's look a little bit further, talking about the Canton Network. Let's look at the X site here for Canton. I want you to see this information, and let's go down a little bit further. It says right here, only public blockchain with privacy that works, powering Wall Street and trillions on chain. We already know, and we've already talked about the fact that Canton was created for Wall Street and created for institutions, not necessarily the common man. But at the same time, we do now have the ability to invest in Canton. One of the things I noticed that Canton is not necessarily on Coinbase or Binance just yet, but it is on several large exchanges. So keep that in mind as time goes along. I think we're going to see Canton grow and grow. So let's go a little bit further down. Got some nice news here. Live tokenized repo trades across Canton have covered USTs, UK gilts, and European government bonds across 3 jurisdictions and 10 time zones. Next stage is scale. The latest report takes a closer look. Now let's see what we're up to. Tokenized collateral goes global in partnership with digital asset. One more little bit of Canton news here. Says featured app status on Canton routes 62% of all Canton coin rewards, approximately 516 million Canton coins monthly to applications based on the real network activity they generate. Reward scale with utility, not infrastructure position. So Canton on how builders earn on Canton. So yeah, here's the Canton Foundation to me. Here we go. So just some nice little information on Canton. Now, I think I'm going to read a little bit more Bitwise launches Canton ETF, not ETF, but Canton ETP. This is in Europe. My apologies. Tracking the native token of the blockchain platform built for capital markets. So, product aims to provide exchange traded exposure to Canton, the native token of the Canton network blockchain platform. Canton Network is the privacy-enabled blockchain that enables banks and financial institutions, allowing them to trade and settle assets digitally while keeping sensitive transaction details private. Let's see, product is Bitwise latest institutional grade ETP. P standing for product for Americans, reflecting growing investor interest in regulated digital asset infrastructure. Now, so see a lot of good positive news that is coming out of this is out of Yahoo Finance. Just a few more things we want to quickly remind you of before we wrap this video up. But do not forget, a lot of positive news has happened for Canton already. The ETF, like I said, that was launched a few weeks ago, along with this ETP that we see here. Also, we got the Treasury Tokenization Initiative that has just been launched. So Canton Network announced progress towards tokenized a subset of DTCC customized U.S. Treasury securities. It's one of the most significant real-world asset developments in crypto because it sits at the center of U.S. securities infrastructure. So just a heads up, Canton's working close in hand with Wall Street and America on that. So Canton is working on both sides of the pond. Now, growing institutional participation, some of those organizations are, says Goldman Sachs, Microsoft, the NASDAQ, Deutsche Bank. So institutional involvement remains one of the strongest parts of the Canton investment thesis. So that will not go away. Whenever you got the really big players that are really participating, there is not going to be a problem. Regulated banking support for CC, Swiss-related crypto bank Amina announced that custody and trading support for Canton Coin, allowing institutional clients to hold and trade CC through a regulated banking framework. So this is going to be exciting as well. Some more information, continued ecosystem growth. Recent network updates reported increasing transaction activity, infrastructure expansion, validator participation, ongoing institutional adoption efforts. So a lot of great things are happening now for the Canton Network and many great things to come. So also a partnership involving digital asset and the Canton Foundation aims to enable custody native credit, allowing institutions to borrow against assets without moving the collateral. So another exciting thing that is coming our way from Canton. Guys, this is going to be an awesome crypto. It's one to look at and invest in perhaps now. Like I said, not financial advice. What we do like what we see here. Main thing is that we want to perhaps get our hands in the this particular cookie jar before Coinbase and Binance begin to take hold. But this is going to be here to stay. How do we know? Because it's part of the institutional investment. Guys, have a great day. Get a chance. Talk to you soon. Bye. Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.